I'm a massive horror movie guy, especially when it comes to zombies. Anything zombie related, you got me. Right? Any zombie movie, I'll at least give it one try. Right? A lot of people hated on things like Black Summer. You're all pieces of shit.
Graphic designer, musician, creative, card enthusiast, chef, producer, magician, card enthusiast.
But speaking of zombies and monsters, we'll get into this guy right here. Which is the bicycle monster deck. Again, if you look at the outside, this is gorgeous. It has the heart with the eye. It's very like symbolic of what you would imagine demons look like. It's not humanoid. It's just something reminiscent of what would humans have.
And like veiny as fuck.
Yeah, and it's grotesque. Right? But like the back design, I think this is what it's going to look like. Yeah. I've never in my life gotten a chance to touch these. I've gotten to look at them online. But here we go. We're going to go ahead and crack this motherfucker open. It's the limited edition standard poker size. Air cushion finish. Yep. USPCC. It's exactly what I expect.
Gotta give it a smell.
You got it. You can go ahead.
Delicious.
Go ahead. Please tell me it has a double backer. Oh! Wicked. Look at the sides, too. They're like marbly concrete.
Yeah. No, you definitely get almost like a worn marble finish. And I mean, just straight out of the deck. Like you get the bats in the middle, you get the skulls, you get the chalice with the poison in it, and you get a stake.
Yo, can I point out how vibrant this green is? Like that's like nice witchcraft green. Like that's like sorcerer's green. Like it pops on all this blue, gray, brown, black.
Totally. If I had to give this a color, it would be toxic green.
Toxic green, for sure.
But yeah, let's get into the shit.
Oh man.
So right off the bat, we got some monster hunters.
Yo, the Slayers, right? Let me see.
There you go.
Oh what?
Okay, so it has basically a referred background, which means it doesn't take up the whole background, but it gives you a sense of where they are standing and what kind of environment they live in. Very classy. I actually dig that kind of style.
Oh yeah, but also like look at like. If you look at it from a distance, it also looks like they're standing. Like the way they're standing with that shadow actually creates a great depth of field. Like they're on sand and like a distant.
It definitely gives them a little bit of weight in the card, and it makes them look very realistic. I fuck with it. Now, of course, the Ace of Spades. You saw this on the cover already. You got the eyeball, veiny as fuck, grotesque. Love it.
Is actually everything I want from a super bloodshot. So gross. It's awesome.
Speaking from a design standpoint, lots of people go with the mistake that when you're shading eyes, you want to use like a gray color, which is actually incorrect. A nice blue hue will give it that nice shade that you want without getting too dark. Of course, all the spades to represent our man, Mr. Eyeball over here. They all have the eyeballs on them.
Oh man.
Right?
Oh! That's cute actually.
Yeah, it's cute as fuck. It's not as grotesque. And it makes it definitely gives it a little bit more traditional.
But like look at this though. I will say that's awesome. Yeah. The fact that they both on the inside of like the big ones have it and the little ones have it.
Yeah, and it's like
that's a nice detail.
And it's super minimal too, and I really appreciate that. Here are the face cards of the spades. For the Jack, we got Nosferatu. For the Queen.
That's those water chicks that like bring you in.
Right.
I can't remember what they're called. Siren. Bang.
And then for the king we got a nice werewolf. Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about in the zombie deck. If you look here, there is no separation between both faces of the cards, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They do blend into each other, which makes it a little bit more traditional. Even though it is out of the style of the traditional, it still keeps that same flavor.
And that aesthetic, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Nosferatu is connected by the stomach.
Exactly.
And that's actually really great because you can keep rotating and it's seamless.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, the Queen as well, the Siren, they actually, this is kind of a workaround, but I really enjoy it, is that they have like these almost seal skins in the middle, which serve as a separation between the two mirrors, and I think it's gorgeous. And then here's the the werewolf, again, connected by the middle. All these cards, as you can see as well, also have that referred background. So it's not a full background, but it does place the character in some kind of scenery, which is always well appreciated.
And sunset,
Yeah.
right? She's on the ocean.
She's on the ocean, and then there's the full moon.
Oh, see, but like that's just like the Slayers, right?
Yeah.
Really sets them up to be.
It makes them characters in a world rather than just.
Just, I guess,
Faces
characters on the deck.
Exactly.
Faces on a deck, yeah, for sure.
So
That,
here you got a blood diamond.
yeah.
I mean, not like
one of those blood diamonds.
not DiCaprio blood diamond.
Yeah, no.
We're talking about blood red diamonds.
Like,
right
you know what I
there.
mean? Like, it's cursed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so here for the Jack, got an alien,
Oh, yeah.
right? For the Queen, we got a Medusa. And then for the King,
The devil.
little devil, little demon guy.
Yeah, a little demon.
Again, every background is unique,
Yo.
which I super fuck with. I really like how they actually blended these two mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
In the snake body, it is
It is a Medusa reference, though, too, if you
Totally.
think about it, right? It's
Yeah.
multiples rather than one.
yeah. So I mean, like, you know, you get the tails intertwining with each other. It's very nice, very well designed. And then in this King card with the two demons, you'll actually see that the actual characters don't connect, but what connects them is this trident that's actually connected on both sides.
Mhm.
So they're both holding one side of the trident, which I mean is an excellent workaround. Like I said, these
Yeah.
guys know what the fuck they're doing. So this time we're going to start off with the Kissing Kings. Of
Yeah,
course.
what do we got?
So we got the clubs here. Actually, you know what? Let's do the ace first. I feel like that's
Yeah,
kind of
let's,
like the...
let's touch the aces.
Okay, I fuck with it.
What do we got?
So these are the clubs.
Okay.
You have 3 skulls and what looks like to be the centerpiece of the
Woo!
sternum right in the middle.
Yeah, dude.
When I look at it, it kind of reminds me of like a shrunken head kind of style.
Yeah, yeah, voodoo-ish.
Totally, very voodoo.
Like Aztec-y.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
like it's like a trophy, or the other one, I can't remember.
Totally like a Mayan.
Mayan, that's, oh, God,
Mayan,
yes.
Aztec.
Because they had that kind of skull,
Very
round
sacrificial.
head. Yeah.
Totally. From what I can tell, these heads are a little squashed, which gives them kind of like that eerier, uncanny valley kind of feel, which makes them very creepy, but also very intriguing to look at.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's get into these. These face cards.
I actually assume that's actually the Blue Lagoon monster.
Very cartoony. You can tell in the eyes and especially the lips and the teeth style. They are definitely trying to go with a more cartoony look here. But you know what? For the character, given its fish eyes and shit like that, I do find that it is very fitting.
Yeah, totally.
I don't think it takes it out of the style of the deck at all.
No, if anything though, it's still grotesque enough. Like the features themselves are very like, they're drawn from many different lizards.
Totally.
And it's very unnerving regardless. If you were to see that in real life,
Yeah.
you'd still be freaked out.
Plus, I mean, like you still got like the human teeth and like the
Mhm.
lips and shit, so it makes it like almost an abomination kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, very nice. Okay, so the queen again. We have another kind of sirens.
It's like a siren mermaid situation here.
Yeah.
Because it is under the water. She's
Totally.
being portrayed.
So yeah, like I can't gush about these cards enough and how every background is different and how well they fit with the character that they're trying to portray.
This is actually one of my favorites.
Yeah. So this is the king, the Kraken.
Yeah, dude. It's
Classic.
either the Kraken or it's Cthulhu.
It could be either.
Actually, I think it's the Kraken.
But you'll see here, like the same is done. Like every single mirror that I've seen here is seamless.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit that some of them do it a little bit better than others, but that being said, each of these cards is beautiful, and this one almost takes the referred scene outside of that circular, that kind of circular kind of style that we've seen throughout this deck, and it kind of builds on it around an ocean scene, which I think is just phenomenal. What else are you gonna have on a hard card other than an actual
heart. Oh man, and it's like muscly as fuck. Like,
Oh, yeah.
added the blue vein.
No, this isn't your Valentine's Day card heart. This is definitely, of course, an exaggeration of the realistic heart, but nonetheless muscular. You get the veins, you get the contour, you get everything. Makes it look very nice.
But like just that level of detail is fucking. That's where it's at. You know.
Oh man, it's fantastic.
Can I say these feel amazing. These actually, like, again, it's the air conditioned finish. They are a bit stiff right out of the box. They will need breaking in, but say like in terms of say like I'm not a huge cardistry guy, but like if you were to do like fans, at least like the modern cut, again you can still feel that it's a modern cut. Definitely have to work them in, but at least like the when you do your like fancy false shuffles, stuff like that. They actually feel, that's refreshing. I actually thought the print would actually throw it off.
Oh yeah.
Really, I thought it would actually make it kind of like. I obviously have to jam with these a little bit more to see how clumpy they get, but knowing that these aren't pressed, these are like some sort of like wicked type of. It's not a spray print. It's like an actual print into the card.
Yeah.
And it's maintained with that air cushion finish. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, and again, if you pick up a deck of these cards, what you'll notice is that these backgrounds, they actually don't have borders on them. It's just straight from the background of the card to the background that they're illustrating. Yeah. But
there's no frame. Yeah.
It never looks out of place though, is my thing. So yeah, so this is a Jack, classic zombie, of course.
And again, like since I already have all the zombie decks, like they have a great understanding of how to do the classic comic style,
totally
80s pulp style comic book zombie, and I you have no idea how much I love that.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
that level of gore.
It's like you get glowing eyes with that zombie too, and it's just like that
Nightwalker.
Like this green in the eyes just makes it pop so much more, and especially when you have that orange background, there's such contrasting colors that it's like it makes them look more disgusting because you have such a warm color behind them.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So for the queen, we have the Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, and that's nice. Like this background that she's on.
So you get that clean, crisp black and green contrast. Very classic, very horror style, especially Reanimator.
Yep, absolutely.
Kind of stuff,
and it's like definitely a reimagined version of Bride of Frankenstein. Like she's definitely. It's like it's fit.
Oh, she's
right.
Fit.
Even like the little wraps and like the little texturing is fantastic. And the hair, it's such a classic. You know what I mean? Like you just really can't hate that.
No, it's fantastic. And of course, like all the other cards have seen, like all these pips, right?
Yeah.
All the pips are just a minimalized style of that original Ace card, which is just.
But I love it because it has those like the arteries and like the muscle.
Yeah, it has the separations of the muscle, and it's like.
That's what really makes it definitive.
And I find that as a designer, that's one of the hardest things for me is to take a super complex idea and minimalize it to something of this caliber.
Yeah.
Like to take something so stylized and so in your face and just bring it down to something that doesn't take over the sense when you look at a card. As I was saying, the king, of course, king of some might say all monsters. Mm-hmm. Frankenstein himself. Now, like I've said with all of these, each one of these characters has their own background, and it's just the level of craftsmanship that has gone into these cards is outstanding.
Yeah, again, it's I have to give it to the Bicycle Arts team, man. Like they fucking killed it. What the hell is that?
Now, I think these might be duplicates, my guy.
Oh, it came with a gaff. It came with a gaff. It came with a gaff. Oh my god.
And look at what it is.
It's the werewolf. It's the werewolf evolution.
I actually think.
And there's a duplicate. What?
There's three. It's a triplicate.
It's a triplicate. So it's one guy going to the werewolf in 3 different stages. Oh, that's nice. Cause I can't believe it actually came with 3 cards. Oh man, that's sick.
Super rad.
Yeah, that actually makes me extremely happy. So like the idea, but no double backer, I will accept that. I'll 100% accept that.
I mean, for like a transforming werewolf gaff, are you shitting me?
Yeah. All right. We'll do it like I guess the cheap way because I can get through the tricks. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. Tell me when to stop. Stop right there. Okay. So I'm gonna put that actually back on the top, just like that, right? If you look, so that's the King of Spades. You'll see this guy, he's going through turmoil in the moonlight.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I can feel his pain.
And then through the turmoil, right, he starts to change into the werewolf itself,
shit.
Right? But if you look and you give it a quick cut, right, throughout the night, he actually changes over further and creates the full werewolf. Full werewolf, son.
Okay, I'm ready to rate this deck.
Yeah.
I think I'm good to go.
You know what? Okay. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I have a strong opinion about this.
You have a strong. Okay, so I have. Now that I'm gonna give mine first.
Okay.
Just because I think yours will be more powerful than mine.
Yep.
Because of the fact that it comes with a kick ass fucking color change in a form of like a werewolf Gav. Man, you know what? And the Jokers weren't duplicates. So these two are duplicates by technicality. I'm gonna give this deck a solid 7.5, maybe even 8. I wasn't entirely sold on this deck when I saw it online, but now that like you actually have it like in your hands, I find it hard to actually consider anything less than like a 7.5. I'm gonna say 7.5. 7.5.
So, let me get real intimate with y'all real quick.
Oh, get intimate, baby.
I'm gonna get intimate, alright? Maybe I'm a little bit sappy because we are in October, the spookiest month of the year.
I feel you.
I myself am a horror fanatic. My friend John over here is a horror fanatic.
You know it, man.
I'm gonna have to give this deck a straight 8.5, my guy.
8.5? Yo, I dig it, though.
Yeah, I would say that what did it for me, honestly, and it's such a small detail, but you know what? Designers of these cards, I see you. I see you. Those backgrounds, everyone being different, everyone being unique, and everyone setting the character where they're supposed to be gives you an 8.5.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah. But you know what, though? I will say total attention to detail in a complete theme deck. It's a well thought out deck. This isn't something that you produced like overnight.
No.
And like just shot it out. Like the thing is, Bicycle. Here's my thing about you guys, man. Sometimes you guys put out some decks that I'm just like, well, you guys just changed the backs out and you changed a couple little features and you didn't add any gaps and you didn't even bother putting a double background. You just put 2 fucking ad cards that you just didn't fucking need, really. And they could have just been a gaff card, right? Like you could have told us your Bicycle deck on 1 card and give me like a gaff card. But with this, you guys put out something a little bit more special. Cause like, can we talk about like that fucking like that Van Helsing fucking castle? Like, look how detailed that is.
The fact that you did a full color print on every ace, and then took that extremely complicated design and minimalized it to be the pips on every card. Applause to you.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Damn. I think you got me at an 8, bro. You talked me into it. Just because these are, you know what? Okay, I hate to say it. You know, if I was into fucking card magic when I was a teenager, and I was super into fucking like, when I was ultra into Avenged Sevenfold, these would have been my only cards that I would have fucked with.
Totally.
Hands down. I have the bat on them. I don't want to sound cheesy like that, but from a magician's standpoint, like again, these things stack tall. It feels right. It's USPCC.
Yeah, and you know, I do have to agree with you that when I first saw this deck, I wasn't sure.
I wasn't either, man.
I wasn't sure what it was going to be. I wasn't sure what the concepts they were going to be. You know, like, when you look at this box, I feel like kind of like biker style. Like, you're going to try to go, like, you know, kind of into, like, the, I don't know, like, kind of trying to be edgy kind of shit. But you know what?
It's like the Hot Topic edginess, right? But you guys did it without the cheese.
The attention to detail. I see you, designers. I respect you. Let's go.
You know what, guys? For the price point, this is like one of those $10 decks. Like it ranges from any website on playingcarddecks.com. These things I think are going for $8.99 a piece, or you get points and you can get one for free. My thing is that for the price category, this is exactly what I expect, and I consistently keep looking towards decks like this. If it's custom, you know what? I have a bunch of custom decks. I just don't actually believe in the $18 to $30 mark for a custom deck that doesn't have any extras. I'll be more than willing to pay for the extras, and you guys know that. So look, those were our first 2 decks that we actually reviewed. I'm fucking stoked. We're going to go through a couple more decks right now, and we'll get back at you.
Alright guys, that wraps up our review of the Bicycle Monster deck. Lovely playing cards, I gotta say. You can find both of our information down in the description below, and if you have a comment to leave, you can do so below as well. My name is Chris Alvarez. You got John on the side here. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Peace out, yo. Nice. Oh yeah, nice.